We're back.
Here we are.
Fun-filled excitement ready for you.
It's a fantastic shirt.
This shirt is near and dear to my heart. It's from a fellow named John Fox.
As is my new cup.
No kidding. All right, that's funny. Hey, John, thank you for the awesome shirt and cup.
Yes.
It means a lot to us. It really does. But I'm also a big Britney Spears fan, so this works out really well for me. And I'm going to be wearing this all day.
There you go.
And I'm thrilled to be having it on. This is the virgin wear of this shirt.
So maybe all week, because sometimes that's just how Baxter, you know.
I do.
His brain is moving, so he can't be bothered.
I'm like a dumbed down Albert Einstein. Not really smart. I just like to pick the same outfit.
Or European, you know.
I don't see the point in changing clothes that often.
Me, I'm like big and hairy. I get stinky, so.
I don't. Rubbing alcohol is the trick. Anyway.
Baths in it.
I say bath salts. How to find musicians in your area. This is a problem for a lot of folks.
Yes.
Because like, let's say you play guitar and you're pretty darn good at it. Or you're like us and you're just kind of okay at it. I was going
to say, sometimes you haven't realized which way it falls yet until you meet other musicians.
It's like, I think I'm pretty good at lovemaking, but apparently I'm not, according to Mrs. Clement, but whatever. So angry. Back to work. How do you go about meeting musicians? I mean, not you, but let's say a lesser you.
I think you just sit in your room, you do some grumbling, you maybe really think about it, fixate on it, and then they just come to you. It's like the universe sends them.
No.
Okay. Wrong.
So there's all sorts of ways to do it. Obviously, my number one way is there a guitar store near you?
That's a good way.
If there's a guitar store, I guarantee there's other musicians that go to said guitar store.
That's funny that you say that, because I think that's a little bit of the thing that was dying for a while, right? Like, I can remember early on when I started playing, it seemed like there were local shops where they were sort of hubs of meeting people. There was a bulletin board with like little pins, and so-and-so was looking for somebody.
Like
and
Panera Bread at the back of Panera. Like,
yeah,
cat.
you know, I think for a while we were in danger of maybe losing that a little bit, but I think it's coming back, and it's, like here we try to be that for the community.
It's gone a lot of places because unfortunately, like the guitar store did wipe out a lot of small mom and pop shops. Were just eviscerated, destroyed, and gone. That's California got completely destroyed.
Yes,
it's called the graying of the market out there in that area, because like it's the ones that did survive are just because they're sort of aging out and they're not sort of staying modern and keeping young players involved. True. Unfortunately, but your guitar shop is amazing for that.
Yes,
and then it's just amazing. Just go in there, and you're not just gonna meet guitar players. Majority is, but go there and just think, and then talk to the guys that work there. They might even want to play with you. They might
want to play with you, and chances are, if someone's working in the guitar shop, especially the younger guys, they probably are losers. That too, but they're probably playing in bands. They probably have a decent idea what the local music scene is like.
Sean has had 14 and a half bands since he's been here.
And that's only 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so this guy, he changes bands like you change ladies. Not like I change outfits, because I wear the same outfit for like weeks. That's why you should marry Baxter, because I stay with you forever, even if it's stinky.
Or maybe you see that as not a positive. I don't know.
Because I'm just like, I'll just take whatever is.
You're like, forever?
Forever. Oh God. I call myself like the Wish version of Beetlejuice. Because I had a kid that I saw this morning. I was like, "You're like the Wish version of Jason Momoa," and he's like, "That's kind of a compliment." I'm like, it is. I'm the Wish version of Beetlejuice.
Fair enough.
Anyway, the other places, like, are there local bars or venues that have open mics?
That is I think that's probably
number one, maybe
a huge one.
Or two.
And even if they don't, right? Go to shows. Go out. Like, I don't do it anymore because I'm an old man. I have kids and a wife. But it used to be, especially when I was just trying to find my place and things. You just got to go out and be around people making music, right? Like, if no one's ever seen you, if they've never seen your face at a venue before, if no one knows you, it's tricky, especially when you're young and you're trying to get out there. So go to venues, definitely go to open mics, even if you don't feel like playing and stuff at first. Just go, hang out, be supportive. You never know what happens.
And what's funny is, like, all the stuff we mentioned is very analog-driven ways to find new players. The opposite of what you're doing right now, watching us and like talking with us right now too. Because speaking of that, what I would do if I were you right now, just to make sure you don't mess up ever in life, is click subscribe and click the bell.
Don't forget the like button.
And the like button. That's really important. If you don't do that, it really affects like your karma for the rest of the day and perhaps life.
And our self-esteem.
It does. Your self-esteem rides on that like button.
Absolutely.
I didn't get enough likes today.
I'm feeling a little low today.
Oh,
But you can change it.
You too
It's
can
in
help
your hands.
Jonathan. It's only 5 cents a day can make Jonathan's life.
Hardly nothing. Less than a cup of coffee.
And you can't even get a coffee for 5 cents anywhere in the world probably now.
Maybe no.
Now let's get creative. Let's get on the internet a little bit. You probably have the access to Wi-Fi.
Probably.
Somewhere in your town.
You're watching this, so probably.
It's either at work in your car, at your house, or
somewhere
at the coffee shop. Like you can find local groups that are always looking for people. There are from Craigslist to Facebook groups to even on the stream Instagram. Like if there's somebody you really like, and you live in a major metro area, the suburbs of those, there's thousands of players looking for people.
Go on Facebook and type in, especially if you're in an urban area, but I mean, there's even one. There's one for North Carolina. Just type in the name of either your state or your town, and then followed by Gig Finder, and you will find people looking for folks to jam with. Now, that might be when you're to the point that you're ready to actually go out and play live in front of people. But there's a million groups. I guarantee you'll find them on the old Facebook. So.
And one of my fun ways of doing this is for the younger cats that are just sort of getting started. Like, let's say it's like, I know these two people. It's Caroline and Avery. They just started a band with their other friend, Savannah, Sahara. I can't remember what it was. It was some S name. But they're like, we don't have a drummer. I'm like, well, you guys are young. You guys are like 15. It doesn't matter if your drummer's good or not. Find a friend you like.
Make one of your friends play drums.
Make your friend a drummer.
Exactly.
Like if you're a young person, make your friend the bass player. Make your friend the guitar player. Make your friend the singer. They don't have to be good. There's a lot of proof in famous rock stars that are not good.
We used to talk about this a lot, like guys I'd be on the road with or in Nashville. How about, people have this idea of like everybody started in their garage and they were best friends in high school, and how that's not the case down the road a lot of times. And a lot of us wish we had that. So if you're 15 and you're looking for musicians, don't worry about, finding people. Go make your friends play, become a band. Could be amazing.
I had that when I was like 14. I had the best band ever. It was all imaginary friends, but I created them in my mind.
There you go.
It was wonderful and amazing. And I spent a lot of time by myself. I could smell my grandmother's perfume in the other room lingering in as she listened and eavesdropped.
Beautiful. Perfect.
I was lonely. I built model airplanes a lot too. But, lots of
a lot of Legos.
A
lot of Legos.
It was a fun time in my life. I miss those days. I like an old sort of drafting board in my room. Like my dad was probably walking to God. I wish he would masturbate or something. It's just, I'm like, just gotta finish this soldier. The Wehrmacht is attacking the Allies. It's cool. They paint this helmet. I'm sorry. I'm just gotta go back to finding bands now. I'm having childhood flashbacks and bullies. Oh no! Don't hurt me, sir.
I don't know why that makes you so happy, but it does.
Yes, you were the bully.
I was not. I definitely was not the bully. Oh God,
yeah, you were a sweet one. What are some other ways that you would go about it?
I mean,
the deli center at Harris Teeter. I think I've been hit on there by the meat man before. It was a little awkward, but happens anyway.
But I'm sure there's online things that were like there are apps and things now.
I know.
You know what I mean?
A ton of apps. That's where we're getting to the technical part. You dig into that. There's.
It's like Tinder for bands. This guitar player, nah.
But literally go on SoundCloud.
Yes.
And find these young artists that you like that don't have any views or something. Like, hey man, I want to play for you. You're in my hood. You can regionalize it and find out where people are at. And there's all sorts of ways now.
I mean, you could literally, everybody posts stuff on Instagram. Go on Instagram if you find somebody that who's playing an instrument, send them a message.
Another great one, church.
No.
These big churches that have rock bands now. It's not like the
think
church.
About that. Yeah.
That's the best. You go in there, and you don't have to form a Christian band. You can form a proper rock band and. Just meeting the cats there and just want to have fun.
And just being able to get up and play is such a good experience. Just with real production and real monitors and hearing yourself and what it's like playing in front of a crowd of people.
Because we're trying to give you analog ideas on how to do this.
Right.
And if you're at sort of that age that's above high school and in the college, and if you have a community college in your region, go to the local community college's music department and just wander the freaking halls. Talk to the heads there. Talk to the students there. It's open to the public.
I think Sean has met a ton of folks doing that exact thing.
I mean, the lead singer for my band in Nashville was at Belmont. I didn't go to Belmont. We just met him, and he was cool. He was a hippie.
Yeah,
he smelled funny. Patchouli oil, and
it's a wonderful smell.
Other things, but no, you can do these things, and you can be active about it. if you want to form a band, like go, or another one, final one, then we'll let it go. Blues Foundations.
Yes.
Speaking of which, I think Jonathan's starting.
I am in the information gathering part of that. I'm also working on a blues festival / competition
in our neighboring town.
So we will do, right down the road in Rockingham, where I happen to live, the county I grew up in. So
Casino Guitar's going to pick up tent and roll down to Rockingham.
Be on the lookout for that. That's probably going to happen late May, June. We'll announce it here. So if you're anywhere near, North Carolina, South Carolina, Southern Virginia, maybe you want to come down and be in the blues competition that I'm probably going to host.
But if you are looking to play with people, Blues Foundations are all across the country and almost all major metros and a lot of the smaller regions too. You're smart at starting one for our whole region area.
That's the idea, yeah.
And
there's some other ones. We want to connect to them,
And doesn't mean you have to make a blues band. Classic rock bands or just rock bands or like anything that's sort of, it's going to be more of an older crowd, anywhere from like the 20s all the way up to like the 70s probably. And it's a unique group. You get to meet people with different experiences, different skill sets, and just cool stories.
And if you're a younger guy or gal or person, you could probably find some folks who have had some great experience who they're looking for people to sort of mentor, kind of maybe show you the ropes a little, how things work, how to book gigs, how to practice, how to learn songs with a group. There's so many things you can learn good.
Or if you're a blues harpist, not a harmonica player, I'm talking like real harp, and you're looking for people to play with, that's the only way you're going to find them, because no one's going to search for a blues harpist ever. Because that's a weird thing. I did see like a harpist play it on the Sunrise the other night. It was really cool.
Did you?
That's what Will was playing with.
Oh, yeah.
With her. Sorry.
Was she playing harp?
She was playing harp and singing. That was cool. She played,
I
think she played guitar on one song. I was like, I don't care about that. But it was the harp, and like Will's doing like a sort of a side shuffle step with his dance. He looked awesome, man. Like
I played guitar on a track for one of her songs, the blues song.
Okay.
But there was no harp. Only guitar.
Those are our ideas. If you have more, share them here, because hopefully like people will read them. Not just us. Like we're hoping like people that are watching this and sharing the comments will be like,
oh yeah,
I never thought about that. I can meet someone in the bathroom. You just put your foot underneath the stall next to you and tap it a few times. Like, I want to play with you as well. We're going to be in band together. Then it's business. That's
you never know. That's the secret sign. You were missing it before.
Think of that poor senator that got
just start trying it.
Just go for it. You'll meet lots of new friends. You might end up in jail. You can meet blues players in jail too.
I was going to say, what's the worst thing that happened?
You do the wrong bathroom, you're going to end up with a fist in your face. Don't do that. Don't do that. Children, stop. It's not a way to meet new.
I'm going to cut off my thoughts right now.
You cut
we
them
can go
off.
down a dark place.
I'll tell some other things if you don't. But I think that's all we got, right?
I think that's it.
Johnny, take us home.
There you go. Well, thanks for watching. Again, hit like and subscribe. Click the bell. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with us.